Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Biome, and this is Rimworld. Playing Alpha 17 here. It's called On the Road. So let's get a new colony going. I'm pretty dissatisfied with the Lost Tribe playthrough that I did this past time. So I'm thinking seriously about redoing this one here. So let's go with that. Just the rough difficulty again. I think we'll be fine. Globe coverage is going to be 100% once again. It could take a long time to generate an entire planet, that's for sure. Let's go with Lost Tribe seed, just because. Yep, everything on normal. Let's get going. Okay, we've got our world generated here. Wants us to select a landing site. You might be able to tell right away that there's something a little bit different about this planet. Check it out. Got a dirt path road there. Got a stone road running through here. Got a river in this area. So the On the Road update has added rivers and roads to the map. The random generation and all that kind of stuff. I was under the impression that there's highways. Here's a asphalt road. Stone road again. Another stone road. So yeah, once we decide to go traveling around, we're going to be able to move a lot quicker on those roads. Having the rivers available seems pretty magnificent. Some of them have little areas that they can be forded at. Others are like this, I would assume is quite wide. And yeah, huge river. Probably really difficult to cross. Here, this looks like a highway. Ancient asphalt road. That's pretty good. Killer's River faction. So we don't want to go there, that's for sure. Yeah. We got tundra, desert, temperate forest, arid shrubland. What were we in last time? Boreal forest, I believe. I think the tropical rainforest sounds pretty good too. Temperate forest sounds pretty good though. Being here would be kind of interesting on a sort of like a bridge area. There we go. We've got a stone road and a river going through. I think that's pretty nice. We're really close to these other tribes, and there's some friendly factions here. So this actually would be a pretty decent place to start. Of course, trying to go through these mountains right here would be difficult to reach this place, but we could reach this one really easily. These other tribes would be real easily reached. So I think temperate forest for a tribe scenario. Let's see, what's the growing period? 11th of December to the 1st of December. Huh. So there's only about a week and a half that we would not be able to grow food. So that's kind of nice. Since we're not going to have the electricity to refrigerate it, this will allow us to stock up a little bit more pemmican and all that kind of stuff, so I think this is going to be the one here. Average temperature is pretty comfortable. Even the winter temperature is pretty good. So yeah, we'll pop into this one. I'm going to pick out some characters here, and then I'll bring y'all back. The gods were very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with their blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey on foot, with no close friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness like your ancestors did. Here we are. Okay, so let's get the Pemmican Unforbidden. The herbal medicine now has a green cross on it rather than a red one, so that's new. These stone chunks have gotten a little bit of an update. They look a little bit different, a little more natural, I would say. It looks like there's wild heel root growing around. We've got mud here. This is the river. Shallow moving water, deep moving water. So this shallow water we can walk across pretty easily. We've got some old structures around. Not very many rocks, if you couldn't tell. We do have a bunch of chunks, but nothing that's readily available for digging. We do have some rich soil up in this area. Some over here too with some structures around it. That could prove to be very useful. Here's the road going across. This closed structure here is likely going to contain some things. Possibly cryptosleep caskets or something like that. Monsters of some kind. I'm sure we'll find out at one point or another. Boom rats. I'm not happy about that. I don't like to see them spawning naturally on the map. They are super deadly, especially on a map with so much greenery. Aside from that, we've got raccoons, hares, rats, turtles. I saw a turtle around here somewhere. There we go. Tortoises. More raccoons. We got an emu here. Alright, so that's pretty good. Now as far as colonists and pets, we have a cat, Oxana, stupid fox, and then Brody is a Labrador Retriever here. Armadillo is pretty decent character. I didn't even change him. He was the first one on the list there. Seemed pretty decent. Psychically sensitive is a little bit worrisome. Prosophobe though is fine. I don't expect to use bionics for anybody. Night Owl is good. He doesn't have medicine as a passion, but he'll still be capable of it. And so if people go to bed with injuries, he'll be able to treat them while he's running around at night. Yep. Animals, construction, growing, mining, art. Then we've got Breakso, I'll call it. Hard worker. Too smart is a little bit sad, but the learning factor is really good. So she'll be able to learn a bunch of skills that she doesn't have passions for faster than the other characters will. So she will be a decent shooter here. Actually, I should be equipping their weapons as I talk about them. He's a little bit decent at melee. We'll see if anybody else is better than him at it though. But yeah, she's got animals as well. Huge passion for medicine, so she's going to be our primary medic. Construction skill, growing passion, mining quite a bit. Nightingale here is a careful shooter and steadfast. We're going to give her this bow here. Steadfast is really nice. Definitely like that. She has some shooting and melee passions, a little bit for animals. Cooking though, she's going to be our primary chef. And growing. so that's not bad. Elk here has chemical interest and is a masochist. But aside from that, she has huge passion for intellectual, would be researching stuff. Crafting is passion as well, so she's going to be working on that. Artistic, mining, animals, and melee. I'll give her this knife right here. And then Tapir, he has a really high passion for shooting, animals, cooking, and crafting. So he is going to be helping, Nightingale cook. And then he's also going to be doing a little bit of crafting now and then. Neurotic increases his work speed, but also his break threshold. And then careful shooter, he takes his time, but increases his accuracy. So all in all, pretty good, I would have to say. I'm pretty pleased with this little group here. And I think okay, well, eventually they will upgrade their skills. We have ostriches as well. That's pretty cool. We could definitely have plenty of eggs turning up pretty soon. I think it would be madness not to take over this area. I can put some fields in here for growing, even though it's pretty far away. There's some rich soil here as well, as we can see. But then there is quite a bit around this area too. So I think having the kitchen maybe in this building here, construct a food stockpile off the side of it, something like that. And then we can use like this for the prison, this for the beginning of a barracks or something like that. So we're a little more spread out than normal. We don't have a really incredible defensive position that we could take up, so we are going to have to start building some walls pretty early on. Try to get that going as soon as we can. Yeah, let's take a look and see what we can do right away. So we've got wood walls here. Go ahead and close this in. I think leaving the door at the bottom here is going to be the plan. Drop a door there. Actually, a door there would be good. And then we could, like I say, make the stockpile over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. This as well. Trying to remember what the size of the room can be. I think it's like 6 from the center. With 7, I think we'd need a post. So I think with 6 from the center, I can put a wall. Oh, that's hard to see. Okay, there we go. So that would mean 12 on the inside. Let's go to 13. 12 on the inside, go to 13. There we go. And that should complete that for us. I'm going to go ahead and mine this out too, just to get it away from the wall there. And this will be our first food stockpile. It really looks like a lot longer than 6, but I suppose it is 6. Yeah. So I think that's going to be able to support a roof without a column in the center. We'll see how it works out. If it ends up that there's an opening there, I'll just have to change it, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, everybody eating some food. We need colonist beds, of course. I am going to need a regular stockpile as well. And I imagine it should be about the same size here. Let's run back into structure. Put a door right there. And then we could probably also just throw a door right there. For right now, I guess I could just use this for like a workshop area sort of a thing. Let me think about this. We've got mud here. This is some more rich soil here. There's a lot down here though. I'm thinking mud is going to slow people down. Of course, I imagine that the water would as well. I'm trying to think where we're going to have the best chance of defense. I could probably think about that a little bit more later on. Okay, we've got our first field. It's almost always automatically potatoes. Yeah. So we've got the taters. Let's see, what can we do here? Something like this. Could be rice. So we're a little more spread out than normal, which is fine with me. I think that even. Strawberries. Let's try hill root there instead, actually. Wow. I feel like maybe splitting this guy in half. Not quite there. Let's go with that. Okay, and we'll make this rice here. And then separate growing area here. There we go. Okay. I wasn't sure if they would automatically connect or not, but it appears that they will not. Corn. I think for right now, corn. We need as much food as we could possibly get, I guess. Of course, we're not going to be able to keep it preserved for very long, so I don't suppose we need a huge number of foods growing right now. We could shove those in really close to each other. And one thing I didn't do on the last one, I think I will do here, is drop down some stools here. Increase their comfort a little bit while they're working. And then I want to throw down another food stockpile, kind of like we did last time. Okay, we want all the food except for kibble and hay. We could also go for animal corpses in here. And don't allow rotten, that's good. Then under production, we also need a butcher table. I think I'm going to leave that inside the food stockpile so that we don't have a bunch of blood piling up inside here where they're working. And once again, I'll give them a chair. We've got plenty of wood to work with, and I know that since the growing season is so long on this map, it should be pretty easy for us to acquire more wood. The trees should always pretty much be growing, except for late in the winter. Got a couple of people already growing some veggies here. And I need to patch this hole right there. I could put a door there to allow easier access, like from this field and stuff, but I mean they have to walk all the way from down here with this food to bring it up, so I think we're pretty good. This looks like rich soil here as well, and right in the center of this mud is rich soil also. Let me take a look and see what the... Well, that's not too bad at all. If I threw a field down inside this area here, I could use it for some kind of food, like corn. And then the cornfield down here, I could change to like, maybe smoke leaf. We could get smoke leaf joints going pretty early on. I'll be able to use this one too in the future, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, we're building up pretty fast. What is the size of this room here? It's a 7x6. I think that's going to be really good. They're going to like the size of that for rooms. Let's see, that's 6 on the inside. So we go 7. Sure. We'll make it match. Just because. Yep, this is definitely going to take a lot of wood. We're not going to be able to do this right away. So this is definitely for future stuff. This is going to be the nice one. We don't have anybody who's jealous right now, so that's going to be beneficial for us. Let's go ahead and get some beds started. Okay. And until they're able to get the beds going. Oh, this isn't roofed here. I don't think this is roofed either, though. So unless they're able to finish off and enclose one of the structures, they're going to be sleeping in the rain for a little while. But there we go. Okay, animal sleeping spots, people sleeping spots. Everything is laid out for the time being. Let's see if we can get some wood chopped down in this area here. And then this area here, of course, would be a good place to get started as well. Yep. All of these can be chopped. That's good. We could even go ahead and harvest anything in here. It looks like we're all good though. I put chop wood and it looks like it's trying to cut these things down. I don't know if they're fully grown right now or grown at least enough to harvest. But it looks like they're willing to cut them up. Okay, so we have an open spot right here that would be a decent sized place for a stockpile. So let's check again. 12 by 12. So I want to leave room for more dorms. There we go. And we'll drop a door on the front there. Okay. And then this is going to be the stockpile zone for pretty much everything. Let's take a look. We don't want food in here. Don't want rotten things in here. Manufactured, all of this is fine for right now. I suppose I do need an infirmary. Got this thing that I don't know what it is yet. Maybe the infirmary can go off to the side here, and we'll store the medicine in there, but for right now it can go in here is fine. Especially once they get it roofed and everything. Drugs is fine. Resources is okay. Apparel fine. Yeah. We're gonna need another stockpile for other things. Like I need one for building materials and then one for like apparel, weapons, and stuff like that. So maybe I deconstruct this thing and build the infirmary right in here. Get it going that way. Let's also drop in the wood floor here. Here as well. Yeah, that should be good. I think it'll cover up the stone, but that's okay. As far as I can remember, wood floor is a neutral beauty modifier, and so is smooth stone. Okay, so a few things have changed in this game. I don't know what they are. All of them anyways, but a few of them, like let's go with this. We can see this is our best doctor, so we can sort. I didn't ever mouse over these in the last version of the game, so I don't know if all of this information here is new or not, but there it is. And if you can see about halfway down on the list, right in this area here, you'll notice tend to self. Okay, so now whenever I go into the health, self-tend here is available to be checked. Tribespeople with self-tend enabled will automatically tend to themselves on the spot at 70% the normal efficiency. So they are capable of healing themselves. It looks like all of the medicines have changed from a red to a green cross. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. I figured the red made more sense on the normal medicine and stuff, and green does make sense on the herbal medicine, but whatever. That's just something new. But yeah, so we can sort whoever is the best at a skill, we can find out, and yeah, prioritize them to do those sorts of things. You can't sort by passion, but they've changed the contrast here so that it's easier to see who's good at what, and you can really see the passion flames come out on these boxes here. In the last version it was a little bit more difficult to see. In this version it's very clear. Okay, so we've got that going. Got doctoring, I think is going to be pretty good. We'll have everyone available to do it. Flicking is hardly ever done, so that'll be a 1. We'll go 1 for wardening. Everybody's capable. Yeah. I think that's going to be pretty good. We'll have, cook. That works for me. And then hunting. Okay, Brexio's gonna have, or Brexo. She's gonna have to learn how to shoot a little bit better. So she's definitely gonna be a number 1 on hunting. We've got a little bit of pemmican in storage, not much. And where did we even touch down here? I don't see any of the items laying around. I was thinking it was in this area, but perhaps not. Did somebody already bring the medicine up? They did. And the silver. Okay, so it doesn't matter where we touch down at, that's been brought. Alright, let's see what else. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Everybody's going up to 1s on everything. Let's get people growing. Mining is hardly ever done, so that's okay to be a 1, I think. Plant cutting, nobody likes doing it, but yeah, we'll have to get somebody to do it eventually, because there are a bunch of trees that need to be cut. There's a bunch of wood that needs to be harvested for all of these things to get accomplished. Smithing, tailoring, crafting. These are very important. 6 of 20, but this one has a passion though, so I'm gonna move that up to a 1. What are they on right now? Crafting, mining, and that's it. Okay, that's alright. Let's go for a 1 on here. Everyone can research though. Cleaning I like to have at a pretty high. Hauling, same. Okay. So we've got mining, construction, cooking. So since firefight doesn't actually have a skill associated with it, I assume that clicking on firefighting just sorted it back to the original arrangement. Okay, here you go. We can copy settings. Paste those same priorities to somebody else's work. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's take a look further. We've got this person is on handling, hunting, construction, mining. So this person's doing a bit too much. We have 2 people available for handling. Hunting shouldn't be done all the time. Construction, mining. But they're going to prioritize handling overall and wardening here. So this person is... yeah, Breakso is pretty swamped. Let's drop mining down to a 2. That'll help. We'll see. If it ends up where she's not doing a lot, then I'll arrange that a little bit better. Tapir as well is doing a lot. Yeah, because they have all of this and crafting. Handling, cooking, hunting. So all of the characters here have a passion for handling, but she is the most passionate. Breakso is the most skilled, however. So let's take a look around and see, are there animals that we want to tame on the map yet? Okay, there's 5 tortoises. We could get them hunted. There's a boom rat. There's regular rats. Because we do need to start gathering up some food. Okay, we've got raccoons for sure that we'll hunt. Squirrels, we'll hunt those too. Oh, that was the That was the same raccoon. The tortoises I don't know about hunting because they are pretty hardy. If they try to attack us too, then that would be a little sad. And there was a rabbit up here as well. Get them hunted. The emu might be a good addition to our colony for the eggs. Let's see, what are these folk? Oh, deers. Yeah, we'll hunt them for sure. They're pretty close over to these boomalopes, but we can still get them hunted maybe. There's a male emu, and that's a female. So let's try to get these two tamed. The mega sloth is said to be tame, but like it said, we can't do that until we upgrade a little bit. Here's another ostrich. Got a male there and female there, so let's try to tame them as well. It looks like they're going to be a little bit difficult. If it's true to life, then they're going to be pretty decent at defending themselves. Let's try to get these as well. And I thought I saw some wild boars already, but it might have just been these chunks here. Because the chunks look new, that's going to confuse me what they are. Probably more often than it should. Here he is. Oh, okay. Got two of them. This is a female. We'll for sure try to tame her and a male. Okay. Alright, so we've got a bunch of stuff lined up. This is going to be our second start for the tribe scenario. It's going to be a lot easier in a temperate forest. So yeah, hope y'all are up to watching this series. Hope you enjoy it. And if you want to catch the next episode, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.